The Healaura process gave me unbelievable tools for my life. And if you were just to try and guess which area of my life it benefited the most, you'd be hard pressed to find an answer because the truth is it helps me in every area of my life. My relationship with myself, my relationship with my friends, finding a partner, my relationship with my partner, my work, my relationship with my clients. There's my health. There's really almost no area of my life that the aura didn't touch and make better in a significant and unbelievable way. If I think of some of the highlights to share right now, one of the things I can share is that when I worked as a career counselor, I worked with many clients. And usually you work with clients in more difficult times in their lives. So it's really common for people in that industry to kind of take on some of the heaviness of their clients emotionally. And people really have big hearts and they want to help their clients as much as they can. But I had colleagues who went home crying at the end of the day, who would sleep 18 hours on the weekend. It just took its toll on the person, on the career counselor. And I was no different. I had my own ways of escaping. So, I'd like to go out for a beer afterwards, have a couple, sleep a lot. I didn't really have energy for more activities in my life. It was not so easy for me. But what I was able to do with the aura, once I started working with my aura, is I was able to work with clients in a completely new way. And I worked with them in a way where in the past, I could work with them for an hour and we'd make some progress, but it would really be like pulling teeth in trying to move them forward, in trying to help them make progress in their own certifications or finding work that was relevant to their background. And it just felt like a slog, like a real slog to do. And once I started using the aura in my work, then I started having meetings with my clients that were like a breeze. What used to take us an hour and a half to complete, we were done in 45 minutes. And both of us had energy afterwards. Bye, Gloria, bye. And it was very easy to move forward. And I couldn't believe it. And some of my colleagues came to me and they said, Gloria, what's happening? Like, how come you're so happy and your clients are leaving so happy? But the truth is that I was working with my aura. I was using this tool to help us move forward together in a better way. Myself, because I didn't lose so much energy, and my clients, because they felt like they were making way more progress than before. And it's very interesting because it was like something happened with time. Time changed. So it wasn't a matter of, work harder or smarter, which sometimes people say, or just give it more time and you'll get through. Really, some of the work that I did in the past would take me an hour and a half to go through with a client and we'd both be exhausted. But with the aura, there's something that changes with the experience of time where we just went through unbelievable things much faster. And we both gained energy from the process. And this isn't just something that's made up. This is something that happens in real life. That you can gain energy from the process of working with your clients so that they gain energy and you gain energy. What a win-win. Like who would not want to experience something like that? So this was my experience at work of working with my aura. And it really is an incredible gift. Also through this, I was able to see myself, my relationship with myself in a different way. Because I had different boxes that I saw myself in, different paradigms that I saw myself in, and sometimes I didn't even know I had this paradigm about myself. And so when I was using the aura as a tool to look outside of myself, I was able to see myself from a different point of view. And the aura was able to, with the aura's help, she was able to give me different processes to go through where I connected with myself in a different, deeper way to understand who I really am, what my purpose here is to do, and how I can go do it. She gave me opportunities to try. She gave me ideas to try to see how I can live closer to my soul's guidelines. And this is an unbelievable gift because when you live according to your soul's guidelines, you are just gaining energy completely. People, in the past can say, oh, I'm very tired from work, or work is really hard, or the kids are like this, or my friends are like that, my parents are like this. Everything feels like it takes energy. So at the end of the day, you're exhausted in bed. But the truth is when you work with your aura, you don't have that kind of loss of energy. You are trained, you learn processes on how to keep your energy for yourself and to maintain it. And not only to maintain it, to raise it so that it can be midnight and you're like, okay, what project should we start next? Because you have this energy inside of you. It's not something that you need to drink like a Red Bull or that you need to take this item or that item. You develop it yourself inside of you. So this is an unbelievable gift to have in your life, because I think one of the things many people are looking for, at least I know I was, and I could see it in people I knew, friends, families, colleagues, clients, etc. People always just felt tired. People felt like they didn't have energy. And yet we have this source of energy inside ourselves all the time. And what the Healaura process did for me, and what it does, is that it helps people connect to that energy and build that energy. So you have it for yourself and you lead a life that feels interesting for you. You don't get bored. You don't get, what should I do? You're in a particular kind of flow and you just are excited to get up and you're excited to do things because it's just intrinsically interesting and exciting for you. And that's what it's like to have energy in your life. And that's what it's like to live according to your soul's guidelines. So this was a very incredibly special process. And I really recommend people to go through it, because it's not just the special few who have access to this. It's really anybody who wants to take the training. If you can take the training, do it for yourself, because you will go beyond yourself in ways that you didn't expect. And you will surprise yourself. And if you've fallen into this thinking of, I don't surprise myself anymore, I know what I'm doing, or this is just life, you are putting yourself in a box that you don't have to put yourself in, because there is much more to what you can do and what you can achieve, and you will surprise yourself. So I strongly recommend giving it a try.